Hey guys, uh, I decided to start a series on how to create textures easily, 3D models easily, and this is aimed at beginners. So some of you more experienced guys might already know that, maybe you don't, but these are a couple of things that I found very helpful, especially when it comes to creating realistic textures and realistic objects. So we will start with this kidney bean can. Sounds easy, right? But once you have to texture this and create a texture for this, and it's supposed to look realistic, well, trouble can start. But there are actually very easy solutions to that, which incorporate kind of a sort of life hacks. So you get some other stuff out of it than actually just 3D modeling in the digital realm, I hope. So let's get started. With photorealistic objects, proportions are really important, so make sure that you take measurements of the can, write them down so you have them, and can model the 3D model accordingly. Now, once you have these, go into your 3D modeling tool, software package. I use Blender, and start modeling the can. So very simple approach. I'm going very low poly with this one because I will use a normal map to emulate the perfect round shape later on. So as you can see, I create the cap, I create the bottom, I change it a little bit, and then after that I create the UV unwrapping. You will need that anyway, boring, I know. Nobody likes UV unwrapping, but you will need them for the normal map and for the texturing later on anyway. So in this case you can see that with the normal map the can already looks very smooth, and that is the basis of my later model that will use the texture. Okay, so now I use a heater to get steam in order to loosen the glue on that wrapping. And then, of course, I need a sharp knife. So I sharpen the knife on the bottom of the cup, and that helps to remove the actual piece of paper that we then photograph to use it as a texture. Use a book for the drying so that it doesn't wrinkle.
So while I'm waiting for the wrap and the texture prototype to dry, I realized, okay, we have this structure underneath the wrapping. So yeah, I will try to recreate that in the normal map so we have an actual structure under that. I will make it kind of light because it is not as strong when the wrapping is over it. So let's see.
Adding this to the actual normal map is quite easy. You can keep the UV unwrapping as is. You just subdivide the structure a little bit, pull some of the elements out, push others in, and then you just rebake the texture again, and you will end up with this neat ribbed side that the original can has. And yeah, there you go. Okay, by now the label should have dried, and all we do is take a picture of it and import it together with the exported UV layout of the 3D object into our image editing tool. We have to combine the two after touching up the photograph a little bit. Maybe we have to make sure that the photograph fits inside the UV coordinates that build the main body of the can, where the label actually wraps around the original can in the real world. Ignore the top part. The lids don't need any texture, just the material. So once you have the image adjusted, just save it and then import it into Blender or your game engine, depending on where you want to add it to the actual material. And yeah, so this is what you get when you put a little bit of effort into creating your photorealistic texture. This very low polygon 3D model uses normal maps and a photorealistic texture to come across as a really convincing 3D object. I haven't added any details to the lid yet. I can do that later, but this tutorial is about creating photorealistic textures. And this is what I wanted to show you. And yeah, it works really, really well. So even though it's a low polygon object, you won't notice, because of the quality of the textures and the normal map, especially from further away. Like if you have this object somewhere in the background, nobody will really recognize the low polygon character of it. And this is why we put that much effort into creating these textures, even using kitchen tools and I don't know, my grandmother's tips on removing labels and stamps. To create these textures, because a really good texture makes 90% of the quality of your 3D object, no matter how low polygon the model is. Okay, I hope you find this helpful. If you do, like, subscribe, share. If you have questions, drop me a comment in the comment section. There's just one thing that I wanted to mention when it comes to photorealistic textures. As you can see on that label, there's branding. There usually is. So, and brands are trademarked, so they're protected by the law. If you want to use your 3D object in a game with a texture like that, make sure that you remove the branding and you change the texture a little bit so that nobody can claim any type of crime, basically. Otherwise, you have weird people turning up on your doorstep and trying to sue you. So please be aware of that. And yeah, otherwise, have fun, model away, and see you next time.